Hello, Saggy. This is Olivia from Doss Tarot. I am a little bit late on your reading, but with that said, we're going to get it done now, and I'm going to upload it today, which is actually September the 1st, and this will run through Sunday the 6th. I did one of your oracle cards that fell out was the Stargazer, and it says to set your sights higher. So, looking at your cards, it kind of makes me wonder if there was a plan started with the Two of Wands in reverse, and there was something that triggered this plan and this future outlook into the reverse, meaning it's now either delayed or it possibly won't happen. It's on the board, so I'm going to say that basically it's just on hold for right now. And I'll clarify and see if we can find out what the trigger was. But when that happened, it's like it threw you in a hyper mode. Like I have to go now. And this talks about being in a stressful situation, but there's not enough courage or strength to actually do it until we get here to the Chariot in the upright. Now the Chariot in the upright talks about being balanced and getting your thoughts all together, re-establishing something. Maybe you feel like whatever this was that was up here, if it was a trigger, and it could be from your person, I see over here, but let's keep going here. But when you do make that decision to finally get everything back into order, back into balance, you realize that you're going to default back to the stagnation point, but you realize that you're almost at the end of it. It was almost as if there was a goal made here, and something happened that triggered you, and it all got put on hold. So let's see what your person over here is doing. With the Six of Cups in reverse, that automatically tells me that somebody's definitely got you on their mind. They're probably thinking about you a lot. And at the same time, they feel a sense of sadness because there's no communications, or perhaps they were waiting for you to get to them. But they're not disappointed, but they're sad. And with the Hermit in reverse, this tells me that they're wondering what went wrong, what's going on, what happened. Because the Hermit in reverse is like seeking answers from the outside. But right now I don't see any communications, and maybe something will come up. But this over here is your Empress, and this is, I believe, the energy that she's feeling. Or it could be the opposite. This could be, I feel like it's feminine, and I feel like this is masculine. So with that said, with the Stargazer, it says to set your sights higher. Maybe you realize that the plans that you had made weren't going to pull you completely out of something that's keeping you stuck or stagnated. Even if that was ending, I think you know that if you don't take action, it's going to reverse back and be even more stuck. It's like there's a drive to get out of something. Let's go ahead and clarify. Okay, what do we have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. You are making a plan to get away and to go back someplace where you were before. But for some reason, it's getting delayed or stopped. I don't know how soon this was, so I'm going to say right now that it was probably just a delay. But that's exactly what this was. Let's get one more card here. Well, you got good news about something. Okay. So let's say you already had some kind of plan in motion, and then you got some good news, and then that triggered you to feel like you want to rush right over. But this talks about a stressful situation. Let's clarify the Chariot. Oh. See, it looks like you may have wonderful dreams and you might have the ambition to go. But I think even it's like you came back to your senses in a sense with the Chariot. And you realize that as much as you want to go probably to this person, because I don't feel like this is a union, but this is somebody from your past, somebody that you've connected with in the past. And I think what's this Five of Cups is indicating that something, not something, probably some people or somebody that you would have to leave behind if you were to take all of these actions. And it's like you came to your senses with a Chariot and you're realizing that it's just too hard. It's just too hard to leave people behind. It's hurtful. And this is why you're probably going to end up in this always half in and half out stagnation. Or perhaps maybe you're planning on working on this, whatever this is. It looks like it could be a relationship. It could be. But it's with the Ace of Wands here, this tells me there might be a spark of new interest in whatever it is that you're working on now. What your plans were up here, they might not happen. Because you got good news. Even though that good news is here, it's causing you to be a little down and almost feel like it's going to be too hard to walk away from something. But there is a new spark of life within you that makes you still want to go. And that's probably why these are still showing up in your reading, is because you still haven't completely eliminated that. Wow, you got some major choices here. There's a big decision here. Let's go ahead and look at your person over here. Now, with the, like I said, the Six of Cups in reverse, somebody's heavily thinking about you. They want to make you a love offer. They do. And that Nine of Cups in reverse is making them, they feel sad about it, but look, at the same time, they also are starting to, it's like with this in the upright, it's like you're realizing that this might not happen. It's like coming to your senses, because everything is balanced internally within you. But you're still looking for an answer from, they're still looking for an answer from you, Saggy. I think they're willing to accept that it might be done, or they might still be hanging, halfway on the fence, like 50-50. But they need an answer. They need for you to talk to them. And I believe this does have something to do. There could be something here that's blocking you. Let's get one for the Empress. I think with the Queen of Wands in reverse, this is telling me that there's something that's blocking communications from you, Sagittarius, to this person. And it could be another person. It could be a three-party, maybe. Or at least somebody that's causing a lot of trouble. And that's why you're not communicating with this person over here. And I believe it's an Empress. And whoever the Empress is to you, Saggy, they're feeling like there's no hope. There's not going to be any wish come true. And possibly never being joined together. It's kind of sad. But Saggy, you still have a spark of hope in life in this relationship. I don't feel like you're completely over it. But it could have been that the good news that came into you kind of shook you and caught you off guard. And you realized that you did want to go, but at the same time you knew that you couldn't because there's people involved. And you know you're going to be stagnant for a while, or we'll see. But this Ace of Wands tells me that for sure the divine is trying to put a spark on you and tell you, you know what, Saggy? There's a time when you just have to go. You can't always sit around and mope about not being with somebody that you may love truly, who could be a soulmate. I'm not seeing that, but with the Six of Cups, there's a 50-50 chance that this was a soulmate connection here. And the divine is saying, don't start just wallowing in your sorrow and pity. There's still hope here for you. This person loves you. They're wanting to give you a cup of love. But I think they're starting to question everything too. They're starting to come to their senses and realize that there's probably, and this person probably knows, that there's a third-party person here. And this third-party person in reverse is very bitter and angry. And they're going to block Saggy as much as they can. They're going to cause havoc for you, Saggy. And that's why this Hermit is in reverse. Oh, yeah, and then the Empress is just going to probably be on hold. Let's get the linking card between the two. I think you're both feeling the anxiety. The anxiety of wanting to be together and not being able to. Or perhaps the anxiety with you both coming to your senses thinking, you know, maybe this may never happen. But I don't want you guys to think like that. Because remember what it says, whenever we think negative thoughts, those come true. But when we think positive thoughts, those come true too. And it's kind of like manifesting. If you lose faith in a situation, it will falter and it will become null. But if you keep whatever little spark is keeping you guys alive, like the love and the spark here, I would say continue thinking about it, because when the divine steps in, this may to you guys as readers or listeners not feel that spark as being nothing more than a passionate beginning. And it is that. But the way the cards lay out, it's like the divine is telling Saggy, don't give up. But this is really the only major divinely guided card on the whole layout. And it definitely screams at me that don't give up. Because this was the last card on Saggy's side. And it's saying, do not give up. I'm giving you that spark to continue what you had planned before. Don't go backwards. Don't fall back into this stagnated situation that you're in, and it's possibly with somebody that's a Queen of Wands. Let's get the last card for the reading. Yes, you guys want to be together. You want your own home. You want to be stable in your home. You want to include family, children. You want the whole caboodle. You want it all. It's really beautiful. Oh, I didn't show it was on the bottom of the deck. I'm so sorry. Yeah, see there, somebody's... Saggy, I don't think you're using your intuition. But we'll clarify this real quick. Because if you're not using your intuition, then you're letting things happen to you. When you use your intuition, you make things happen. And that's why it says to set your sights higher. You need to listen. Listen to your intuition. Set your sights higher. Don't keep falling back on this biddy here that's causing you to be blocked. If it's not happy, why are you staying? Are you sacrificing? There is a new beginning here. There's a new beginning for you, Saggy. It's right here. A new way of making money, a new piece of property. It can be anything that's tangible. It's a new beginning. Brand new beginning. So, I'm going to pull real quick one angel card. Whoa, that came out really fast. Oh, there's two. I'll take them. The first one is the helper of action. This, I believe, is the page. It says, you're blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great if you could take the time to make a plan first, but you probably don't have the time. So get busy, follow your instincts, and have fun. You or someone you meet is very self-assured, capable, and enthusiastic, and can do anything with a smile. And then the next one is the guardian of emotions. Now that's the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. This situation requires emotional maturity and total trust. Amen. You're surrounded by those who have only the best of intentions for you, so you can rely on the advice that you're given. Challenges will be resolved. This card also indicates a generous, humanitarian, and refined person whom you can completely depend on. This could be a reference to these characteristics within you too. So they're already telling, there's people around you that want to help you move on. So don't forget that, Saggy. Don't forget that there's people here that definitely want to help you. They want to encourage you to get going and move on. Don't keep pulling back. I bet this is repetitive. You keep pulling back on these beautiful plans that you make to go to this person, and then famo. Throws you for a loop. All right, Saggy, that's what I have for you. Hopefully next week things will get better. And until then, I'll see you. Namaste.